Harlow Town haven't lost a game of football this season. We're playing them next. Up the Commoners. Since you guys were last here, we have played 2 league games. The first one against Sawbridgeworth was at home, and it was a very, very comfortable 4-1 win. The second, a little bit more uncomfortable. We were actually 4-0 down after 29 minutes. And I did something in this game against Risborough that I don't think I've ever done on Football Manager. And I made 3 subs in the first half after 30 minutes. I was that unhappy with the way we were playing. It was like, no, we're not having it. Took 3 players off, chucked 3 new lads on, changed the shape a little bit, and we saw a little bit of a fight back in the second half. We had a good 15 minutes where we got 3 goals back. Smythe, Wynne, who came off the bench, and Berwick. But it was all too little too late. No matter what we could do, we just couldn't get that 4th goal. And we ended up losing that one 4-3, which was pretty frustrating, if I'm honest. And that defeat to Risborough means that they move above us in the table, albeit we have 2 games in hand over them and we're only 2 points behind them. So might not be the end of the world in terms of trying to get back above them. As you can see on the flip side, Cockfosters are 6 behind us. They are the closest team to chasing down the playoff spaces that are available. And we've got a couple of games in hand over likes of Harlow and Arlesey as well, who we are 5 clear of. We're playing Harlow Town today, as we alluded to. They haven't lost a game yet in the league. It's kind of one of them positions where them and Haringey are fair way ahead despite our game in hand, and I feel like if we don't get a good result today, then potentially that's our league challenge done. I think if we're going to be challenging for the league, we really need a win against Harlow. These are the type of games we need to be winning to try and make up some ground. If not, I think we've got to be focusing on the playoffs. It's going to be a tough one to call. And in other news around the club, you will see our senior squad of players has grown. We're now up to 26 players in the first team ready for selection, and that is because we've had our youth intake. This was rated as a fairly good youth intake, and I'll take you through some of the players that we've actually just promoted straight into the first team for now. First up is goalkeeper Samuel Bedford, who actually goes straight onto the bench even at the age of 16 years old. Looks like he's got a bit of potential, decent handling, decent punching. I think we can definitely work with that. Second up, we've got Simon Cook, who is a centre back that can also play right back. 6'2", good size, looks decent. We've got Rogan Cornick, who is 17 years old now. He is a left-sided defender. Says he's a centre back, but he's only 5'9", so I kind of see him more as a left back. And then we've got 2 wingers. Jack Fitzpatrick is the first, can also play central midfield. And then Australian Tyler Norton. I don't know how an Australian has popped up in the Biggleswade Academy, but they have. Looks okay, but the scouts say he's got a fair amount of potential. Last but not least, Liam Dormer, 16-year-old striker, come through the youth, 3 for finishing for a striker. But again, the coaches seem to like him, say he's got some potential. So we've promoted him up to the first team. We're going to see what he can do. In other news, we have offered out a fair few contracts to some players. So out of the OGs, you've got Newman Carney, you've got Carcel Hilton, Luero, Smythe and Owusu, who are all at the club when we started the save. They're original players. They're all on these sort of like non-contract, can be poached at any time type of deal. So what we've done is we've actually offered all 5 of these guys a deal up to the end of the season, which basically means that they can't be poached. They can't be taken from us for a free. We've only given him a deal to the end of the season because we don't know where we're going to be. And the likes of Liam Smythe, who's already on 15 goals in 23, is probably going to want a bit more money than what he's on now and what he's happy to accept at this point. So we're going to keep him on to the end of the season. Then we'll make an assessment depending on what league that we're in. Out of the rest of the squad, we've offered some contracts out to some other sort of key players just so that we can try and keep a squad together for next season if we're going to be step 4, if we stay at step 5. The likes of Hopkins, Tarpey, Playford, Liam Banks, who else? Clarence Ema, we've offered new deals to. Zach Whittle, Sam Berwick too. So either way, we're going to be able to continue with this group of players into next season, or some of them at least. And it just means that no matter what happens with promotion or not, we're not going to be starting completely from scratch. But into the first of today's games, and we're looking to bounce back from that disappointing result against Risborough and hopefully cement ourselves as title challengers. Your starting lineup for the game against Harlow Town: Hopkins, Tarpey, Sheridan, Carney, Playford, Reed and Banks in the middle, Luero and Hilton out wide, Ema and our now top goal scorer Liam Smythe up front. On the bench, new boy, young goalkeeper Bedford, defender Whittle, winger Owusu, defender / midfielder Berwick, and what's turning into our super sub, Josh Wynn, the striker. Do Harlow launch an attack here? I think they do. No, way over with one. Here's Hilton to Luero. Ball looking for Clarence Ema. Will he get on the end of it? No. Harlow cut it out and launch it over the top of Tarpey's head. It's picked up on the left wing, cuts inside, curls it wide. It's a throw in for Harlow on their left-hand side. Gardner to Dearman. Back to Dearman. It's a great save by Hopkins. Here's Hilton's having a great start to the game. I want to see him run at a man though. Here he goes. Can he deliver? It's cut out. Tarpey with the ball back in. Clarence Ema. Twisting, turning. Finds Playford, finds Reed. Ooh. That was not far away at all. Here's Harlow again. Look for the ball over the top, and it's cut out by Tarpey. Hilton picks it up. Drives forward into the Harlow half. He's got a lot of grass in front of him and he's eating it up. What can he do though? He's got players backing him up. One of them is Reed. Reed in the box. Shoots left-footed. It's off the post. It's off the post by Jamie Reed. He recovers the ball though. Carney pumps it forward, but straight to the goalkeeper. Here's Reed again. Oh, it's cleared by Hercules. And I thought we was going to get caught out there, but Newman Carney, steady as a rock at the back, uses his pace, retains the ball, back to Hopkins, and we're playing out. Here's Reed. Decent ball out to Hilton. Everything positive seems to be coming from Hilton's side. Puts it into the box, and there's Smythe. Straight at the goalkeeper. It looked like a tough chance, that. Again, everything's coming down our right. Here's Reed into Clarence Ema, dropping off into the midfield to pick up the ball. Back to Tarpey. Is something going to come from this? Here's Hilton. Tarpey. Harlow Town, they've got some numbers back defending. Reed into the box, headed away by Steele, only as far as Luero. Here is Banks, just wide. It's going to be 1 minute of additional time. Harlow go long. Carney classily takes it down on his chest and finds Luero with a great ball. Here's Banks into the box. Hilton's there, and it's just defender gets in just ahead of him, but Tarpey picks the ball up, swings it in, and Liam Smythe rises above his man and heads us into the lead against unbeaten Harlow Town on the stroke of half-time. What a ball that is by Tarpey. And to be fair, the lads were queuing up at the back stick, and it's Smythe who gets the decisive touch on that. We've played the additional minute, but there is looking like there's going to be one last bit of action in this first half. We're playing it around nicely here, and the ball has gone out, and it is now half-time, and we are 1-0 up. Looking at the stats, I mean, we probably deserve to be ahead. We've had a lot more shots than them. We've had more shots on target. We've got a better XG. I think we've had less of the ball. We have had a lot less of the ball. But at this level, possession doesn't really bother me. It's how we use it. And if we're using it to keep getting these shots away, I don't mind that. I'm going to tell them that I don't want to see a hint of complacency in this performance. This is not the type of game where we can get ahead of ourselves or rest on our laurels. Okay, it's been a fairly quiet second half. We're just getting to the 60-minute mark, and this is our first highlight. It's Luero down the left. Swings it into the box. Clarence Ema tries to get on the end of it. It's cleared only as far as Tarpey. Jamie Reed. Tried to find Luero with a clever reverse pass there. The ball back into the box by Playford. Smythe's header was saved well. Hilton's effort was saved. We're looking on top here. I think we're going to make a quick change And it is going to be Kevawusu coming onto the left. Banks isn't having a great game, but he's got plenty of legs. So if we do have to make a change in midfield, it'll probably be for Reed. But I'm just gonna monitor that situation just for the moment. Ema's another candidate to come off, not having the best game. And of course, we've got Josh Wynn that can come on for him. Here's Owusu. Long ball forward to Ema. That ball is cut out. And Harlow can't really get it clear at the moment. They're struggling to get out their half here. Here's Clarence Ema. Here's Liam Smythe. Reed, Banks, Smythe looked offside. I think he is offside. He was saved anyway. Harlow have made a couple of changes up front, and here are the two new strikers. Can they impact the game more than they're starting to? Here's Brewers. Sheridan gets a foot in, but there's James. Dwayne James equalises for Harlow. 20 minutes to go. The two subs for Harlow combining quite well here. Sheridan was just caught the wrong side, tried to get a foot in. Can Hopkins do better there? I'd probably like to see some stronger wrists there from him, if I'm honest. Okay, so I think it's time to make those changes. Banks is going to come off for Berwick, and we're going to move Tarpey into the middle of midfield, and Berwick is going to go to right back. And we're also bringing on Wynn for Clarence Ema up front. Wynn tends to come off the bench and score, so I'm hoping that he can get an important winner for us today. We've got a big 15 minutes remaining here. You'd say out the two sides, we probably deserve it more. Here's Reed with the free kick. Might be shooting distance. Might see something clever from him, though. He has gone for goal. Oh, that wasn't far away at all. The commentary said whistled just past the post, and that really did look for a second like it was just going to drop in. We've got 10 minutes to go here. Rushton has the ball in his hands. Reed cuts out his goal kick. They've got that number 10. That Brewers is just playing in between our midfield two and our defenders. So we might have to do something to address that. Although there is only a few minutes left. I'm hoping that's not going to come back and haunt me. One final demand more. And it's a draw. It's not the ideal result for us. That probably does suit Harlow Town better than it suits us, because they go back top of the league. And you look at that, is that now going to be a bridge too far to try and make up those points? We've got a game in hand over Haringey. I believe we've still got a game in hand over Harlow. Okay, let's see how we get on. So we just received a message in our inbox to say that we have now gone 10 games unbeaten at home, which is a real positive. We're really starting to turn the Verdon into a bit of a fortress. Probably doesn't help us that we've got 4 away games on the bounce after this next game against Crawley Green. We're going to bring you back for the FA Vars 4th round against Halston Town, which is one of those away games. So we're going to go and play Crawley Green, we're going to play Cockfosters, we're going to play AFC Welling off the video, and then we'll bring you back in for that all-important Vars tie against Halston Town. Okay, we are back. We just finished the AFC Welling game, and January has not been kind to us so far. So we followed up that draw against Harlow Town with a draw at home to Crawley Green. Ema and Reed getting themselves on the score sheet. A good, solid 3-0 win against playoff chasing Cockfosters away from home. Ema, Smythe and Berwick with a late goal to make it 3-0. And the game we just played, frustrating one against AFC Welling, where we probably had the better of the game. Clarence Ema, who scored in all 3 of the games in January, scoring an equaliser in the 57th minute. But we probably deserved a bit more. Next up, the game we're going to show you, Halston Town, and this is the 4th round of the FA Vars. We are 4 wins away from a day out at Wembley and hopefully potentially a big payday as well. They're currently playing in the Eastern Counties League Premier Division. They won their last game 3-0. And as you can see, they're currently 4th. So this is at step 5. They're in a very, very similar position to us. This isn't going to be easy. This is not going to be a walk in the park going to their place. So, starting lineup for this FA Vars game, we're going to bring Newman Carney back into the fold. He was on the bench for the last game against Welling, as was Jamie Reid, who's going to come in for Berwick. So that's going to be Whittle and Berwick dropping back down to the bench. And I think other than that, it's just going to be business as usual. We're going to continue with Smythe and Ema up front. Every now and then I get tempted to chuck Winning and give him a start, but these boys just pop up with numbers. You know, you can't knock Ema getting 12 goals and 12 assists, Smythe on 17 goals. It just makes them so hard to drop at the moment. Right, we want to win every match. Today is no different. Treat it like every other game. Play the game, not the occasion. Approaching kickoff here. They're going to play a 4-2-3-1. Look at that. It's snowing. Just for some added drama. We got an icy pitch as we shake hands. Still not wearing a coat though. That's not me. Here's our first highlight. Hilton. Playing backwards, hopefully to go forwards with Tarpey. Jamie Reid, always available for a pass, Jamie Reid. Ema plays in, Hilton. Oh, big deflection. It's gone out for a corner. I thought that was creeping in. Reid's going to take that corner. Right-footed, in-swinging. Headed away. Here's Luero. Oh, it's another block. It's another corner. Which we're going to see as well. Good spell of pressure, this. Sheridan, get in there. The first attempt was a header. It was saved. The second attempt, he just prodded it home. I'm just fascinated by the fact that Jamie Reid, on midfield general, is wearing short sleeves and gloves. What's the point? What's the point if your arms are that cold? Surely you just wear long sleeves, wouldn't you? I've just seen Arlesey Town are still in the competition as well. They're from our league. And they're very local to us. And they've won this competition in the past, in the 90s. I want to say 96, 95, 96 maybe. So we'll keep an eye on how they progress as well. Sheridan with a long ball forward. Smythe flicks it on to Ema off the bar. He was offside anyway, but this is a very good start. Lopez with a throw for Halston. No one connects with the cross though. The ball's back into the box. Hopkins, safe as houses. Smaller with the free kick. Plays it short to Denby with a ball over the top to Hipperson. Adam Hipperson equalises. He doesn't. The flag goes up. Oh, I was going to criticise the high line, but actually it was a very good offside trap. Here's Playford, the captain, puts it forward, looking for Smythe, headed away. Hipperson again. Mundawarara gets it into the box. Hipperson. Oh, that was a tight miss, wasn't it? Approaching half-time, it's still 0-0. Arlesey versus Dudley. Arlesey playing at home. And we've made it through to half-time, 1-0 up. We normally do the whole don't let the complacency creep in, but I think we're going to try and GM up a bit here. We're doing well, but we can find another gear. Let's go and get another. Let's go and get a second really quick. And then we can kill this game off. Liam Banks with the corner. Swings it in. Headed away. Luero picks it up. In a good position. Jinks into the box. Jerry Luero back to Smythe. Get in there. We wanted a second. We've got our second. 2-0. Great work from Luero. And Smythe, who wasn't having a great game, didn't have a very good first half, was very quiet. Probably would have been a candidate to be subbed off in the next sort of 5-10 minutes, but he was the first to react when this ball fell to the edge of the 6-yard box. And he's made it 2. Got his 18th of the season. Hilton plays in Tarpey, overlapping, swings it in towards Banks. Luero picks it up again. Already got one assist. There's Playford. The ball's cleared away. Carney gets there before Hipperson, and it's a oof. He's offside, but it was a big clearance. Smythe, I think it was, headed it against the bar, and it was called offside. I was about to look at some changes, but we've got a highlight here. Banks intercepts. Reed picks it up. Tarpey's doing a great job overlapping down this right-hand side. He's got the ball now. He's got Hilton in support if he needs him. He's giving it away. Just I say, he's doing a great job. Hulstown, clear. Only as far as Carney, who's been a rock at the back again. It's a very strange highlight. It's very bitty. I don't like this. It's come to nothing. We're going to make some subs. I think Liam Banks is a candidate to come off. We're going to chuck Berwick in the middle of midfield. Although Hilton is struggling as well, and Berwick can play on the right, but so can Owusu. So maybe we'll do just those two subs for now. Bring on Berwick, bring on Owusu. We've got Josh Wynn waiting in the wings as well if we need it. Yeah, let's just do that for now. Okay, last 10 minutes. We're going to bring on Zach Whittle to play right back ahead of Tarpey, whose legs were just starting to go. I just want to keep things fresh. And I think we're going to go defensive, meaning that when we don't have the ball, Awero's going to drop, Owusu's going to drop, and we're going to ask Reed and Berwick just to screen a little bit for us. And then keep things the same when we do have the ball, so we press on and we don't isolate our forwards. Wynn's the only other real candidate to come on, as the other sub's the sub goalie, which we don't need at the moment. I'm thinking we bring him on, but we bring him on for Reed, and we put Ema back into midfield as the more advanced midfielder. And Wynn just goes up top with Smythe. The clock is ticking down. The tactical changes worked. He says Hulstown have the ball now. 3 minutes of added time. Hopkins can take all the time he wants, but he rolls it out straight away to Playford. He obviously hasn't got the memo. We're trying to strangle this game. And Hulstown are really putting it on our back line at the moment. They're really putting us on us. That's a great header by Zach Whittle. As far as we're aware, there's no score in the Owlsey Town Dudley game either. So that's looking like that's going to pens, and it's over. We're into the 5th round. Fairly comfortable. I think we managed that game pretty well. Let's see who we get in the next round and see if Owlsey are there. So there we go. We got our draw for the 5th round, and we are playing at home to North Lee. I mentioned Owlsey Town. They went through on penalties, as did Harlow Town against Haringey. So that was a top versus second from the Spartan. And there's a few Spartan teams still in this competition that we may come across. You've got us, you've got Harlow Town. Who else did I see in there? You've got Kings Langley, and you've got Owlsey as well. So it's all to play for. We're heavily dominating the FA Vars with the teams from our division. But who are North Lee? What do we know about these boys here? Let's have a look. Okay, so they are in the Combined Counties League Premier North, which I believe is a Step 5 league as well. And they're the same division as Burnham, who we knocked out in a couple of rounds ago, and they are currently 6th and in the hunt for playoffs. So again, they're going to be a good side. Okay, so looking ahead at the next episode, we want to bring you back for North Lee. So maybe we do North Lee, and then maybe we do Haringey as well. That could be an interesting one, because they're flying high, and it's going to be a tough game for sure. Who have we got in between? We've got Potham, we've got Baldock, we've got Kempston. So, yeah, I think we're going to bring you back in for the North Lee game. As always, thank you so much for watching Up the Commoners. Honestly, the support that we've been getting from just fans of the game and the club, Biggleswade United themselves, has been brilliant. The club's really embraced it. They've got behind it and they deserve a follow too. So the socials are on the screen. Go and check them out. If you have enjoyed today's episode, please do not forget to like, subscribe, leave us a comment. Let us know that you're watching. Let us know what you think. And I hope to see you in the next one.